Good morning. Here we go. Uh, um, Status report. Today was an easy day to wake up. I'm tired for some reason, but easy to get in here. It's Friday, get it in. Had a good day yesterday. Took Ellen out to a nice dinner. Uh, celebrating. Went a little crazy food wise, but you gotta when it's big stuff. You can't be worried about calorie counting during a big celebration. And now I pay for it over the next week and a half as I try to cut back. But it's okay. That is okay. I had mountains of delicious sushi. Good morning, good morning. We're getting it in here. I'm really excited to visit my brother in Chicago because he hasn't seen me since Christmas, and I feel like I'm gonna have like a wow body transformation. Keep it up, man. Thank you, baby. I was like really slumming it in the holiday season, and I've really turned it on right after that, right after he went back. So, feels good, feels good. And then my other brother's a volunteer firefighter. So I feel like I'm just like super slumming it physical wise. I'm like the fat brother. I'm trying to change that perception. Still the fat brother by a lot. But we're working on it. Yeah, I'm sick of being like the biggest person everywhere we go, which is a real embarrassing feat in America of all places. It's okay in like Japan, where everyone's just way smaller. Not not feeling too good in the fattest country to be one of the fattest people in most of the places you go. But we're putting in the work. We're getting down to normally
MR
sized.
underscore seeker said, boom boom. Someone said boom boom.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Seeker. What is up?
Recursion still alive and growing.
There you go. As a developer, I can't recall the last time I've had to use recursion in a production software.
Version 25 is alive.
Oh, there you go. I think maybe, you know, tree stuff, when you're trying to like organize stuff into like a tree. But that's about it. And that's still like very basic recursion.
Waiting for the next zip to emerge.
Yeah, I think the most advanced recursion people do is like a depth or breadth first search. That's it.
Bulkbogan official said, you're not a real programmer unless all your code is a series of if/then functions.
Good morning, Bulk. Yeah. Yeah, the craziest thing you see. Hello, good morning. Hey, I love my greens. Good to see you again. Good morning. Craziest thing I've seen. I don't know, sometimes people just make something so confusing. When you're like so in the zone.
Seeker said, people have yet to find the truth behind the gz.zip site. It's growing. I added new
we just
stuff.
Hacking your bank account to get you more money. The day is going well. I love my greens. Going to a show tonight with my wife and my sister and brother-in-law. It's fun. I'm excited. We're getting it in. It's Friday. The weekend's here.
Not at all.
Couldn't come soon enough.
I do love taking hackers on a recursion loop though.
Elliptical princess. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Stationary bike princess.
If you get hit by a 302, expect fun.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, sometimes during the time crunch, and I've been there too, you just like, I just need to get this out today. So you'll do something like really stupid, and then it'll go out and you'll be like, oh, well, that was the stupidest way to do that. But hey, getting results, that works. Like you make your own capitalization function or something weird. Anything new going on? I'm going to see a show called Jurassic Park the Musical. I'm very excited to see what they
You know what is stupid?
could possibly do with
Thinking
that.
it works.
And then hoping to get some stuff done in the yard. Maybe go to like a nature park this weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather. It's 80 degrees here in Michigan. And I'm loving it. Sun has been out. I think it's supposed to rain tonight, but whatever.
For me, it's Star Wars pre-show.
Hey, thank you, Peyton. Crushing the consistency and progress. You're doing awesome. Thank you very much. Dom, Jurassic Park is the musical. You gotta let us know how that goes. Yeah. I know a couple people in the show. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good show. Then what else? I do love the rain. It kind of gets insane though sometimes. There's a little bit of anxiety. Southeast Michigan's been flooding
You
more
know
and
what
more
a
over the
good
past
show
couple
is?
years.
When ChatGPT releases
So
a
it's always
movie
like,
that surpasses
I'll
Snow
run
White.
home and check my basement. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mr. Seeker, that's a low bar to pass, but it is a high bar for AI, I guess. You know, I was reading something about, like, I don't know if this was just like a spoof post or something, but it was very funny to me that the Snow White movie did so poorly that they're, like, coming after the lead actress for
Hollywood
some
has a
money,
very low bar
and
these
she fled
days.
the country or something. Yeah. You know what? I never got why Disney was doing all these live action things, especially after the first one. Didn't they all flop?
DEI.
I don't know. What is keeping it going? Because it's not the fans, right? Are kids watching this?
And copyrights.
I guess maybe it's like advertising to just have parents show them the real Snow White. Maybe are they playing that much 4D chess?
Why you think they call the
Disney company?
Copyright Act the Disney Act?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and copyrights. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, they're just trying to shit something out to keep the copyright. You know what? That's it. That has to be it. Most besides the new ones have been box office flops.
Volkswagen official said, Disney is fueled by Disney adults, just look into what goes into their cruises.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, a lot of those Disney adults spend like $7,000 to $10,000 per person. I'm like, I don't know what you're into, but if you give me $7,000,
Seeker said,
I am
just look what goes out of them.
Have a way better weekend than any weekend at Disney. What, like, that is like so much money. You could take that $7,000, like rent an RV, you know, road trip across America, eat at like the best dining places you've never even heard of, and then you'd still have
you pay for the franchise,
like
not for the
$4,000
food.
left over, like $7,000 to $10,000. Yeah. Invest in some good stuff. Yeah. You could see a bunch of cheap comedy shows. You could see off-Broadway musicals. Oh my God, there's so much you could do. I'd be so anxious if I spent $7,000 on one vacation, and I'm not even leaving the country. I'm just going to Florida. But you know what? People fill out the park every day. Disneyland has always been boring or overrated. Completely understand for children. I mean, Disney hasn't really made a real big children hit, right?
Volkswagen official said, you can donate it all at twitch.tv/AIPD.
There you go. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I mean, in terms of what they were doing, they're not the hit maker anymore. Hits are the exception at Disney, not the norm, it feels like. But also now Disney is such a conglomerate. It includes like Marvel and all that, so, you know. Well, that's not really Disney. That was Marvel, and then Disney bought them. And they kind of haven't put out a good, you know, Marvel
You
movie in
know
a
I
while.
never cared about live action remakes.
Yeah,
Until
I
they
can't think
got
of
to Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, interesting. I can't think of anyone where it's like, man, I wish this was live action. I wish this animated thing was live. Yeah, hey, if it brings you joy, however you spend your money is, you know, worth it. But it's just, for me, I just can't, like, I can never relate think the most I've ever spent on one vacation is like a little under 4,000.
Original is
like
the only good Disney cartoon, and they are
2 weeks.
besmirching what it stands for.
Hey, Dom, thanks for the follow. Thank you, I love my greens. Thanks for checking in again. See you next time. Have a good weekend. Hopefully see you next week. Keep up the grind as always. Thank you very much. I will. Original is the only good Disney cartoon. I've never, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. And they're besmirching what it stands for.
Lilo and Stitch Oi.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Woo. Good movies coming up. I want to see that one, Ochi. That looks good. Everyone thought it was AI, and then A24 released like the behind the scenes where it's like 5 or 6 puppeteers. I was like, holy shit. Puppet technology has got crazy that people think it's CGI. Hey, Mega Stuffed Oreos, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the amazing name. I want to see Friendship, the Tim Robinson movie, and Paul Rudd. That looks amazing. It's like an hour-long version of a I Think You Should Leave sketch, it looks like. Thank you, Si. Thank you, Nick. Keep going, never quit. Love the grind. Always remember diet. Yeah, diet is my biggest hurdle, I feel like, for sure. Thank you. But I will keep it going. We're trending down. You know, every time I go back up, it's because I went ham on a pile of food or something. Really became bad when it bought by Disney, yes. Which is like, I don't know, yeah. Which really makes you think of like, what is the moneymaker for these movies? You know, before it used to be like the initial box office, but I think Disney's playing the long game, and they like know it's the rights and the toys and the shirts. It's all this merchandising and stuff. Like, we've passed a threshold where quality doesn't matter anymore. But if you can make one meme out of it and get some merch out of it, or a funny something, it's strange. Fantastic Four looks pretty good. Oh, I didn't even know they're remaking that. Marvel might be coming back a little. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. I just, you know, it's almost one of those things where they did too good. Like that initial, like, first Avengers movie lead up, and then up until Infinity War. That shit was amazing. I was like the right age demographic, and they did like such a good job. Oh, okay, Secret Wars. With
They
Dr.
make
Doom.
Fantastic
Yeah.
Four every 20 years to keep rights for them.
I'm honestly worried that they brought Robert Downey Jr. to be Dr. Doom. That's a little bit like, okay, why? Like, you couldn't find anyone else that would have done a better job at this? We'll see. Maybe he's going to do a really good job. I mean, he did amazing with Iron Man. Yeah, no. Time will tell. I don't want to poo-poo before I even see the performance, you know. It must have been a hurdle for him to get over. They're like, no, everyone knows you as Iron Man. So, like, they didn't have to give it to him, so I think
with all due
maybe he's
respect
just
to
like
our
that
DJ.
good of, Dr. Doom. With all due respect, yeah. Hey, good morning, Chandru. Good morning, good morning.
His only notable role last 15 years is Iron Man.
Yeah. And, like, with Dr. Doom, you're really, like, you know, get, like, Javier Bardem or something to do a No Country for Old Dr. Doom or something. Like, you really only need the voice. You could just get a wrestler or something to put on the Dr. Doom mask and then do a
Remember
Darth
when
Vader.
he tried to reach out with Dr. Dolittle?
Oh, yeah, that was a confusing one. That one really was a flash in the pan. I was like, a weird, fantastical Dr. Dolittle movie. I love when those movies flop or whatever. When
He
they
removed
take a
the
real big
bagpipe
swing
from
and
Loch
miss.
Ness Monster S.
It
That's
feels
notable.
good to us little guys. And it's like, you don't know what we want at all. You stupid big companies. Do you ever fear one day that they're going to figure it out? Like, Disney is just going to put out hits, and then we're going to be so addicted to going to the movie theaters again. They're just going to be like hits after hits. Like, AI is going to get so good, and they're going to be so tuned into what we want before we even know we want it. And then we're all glued to our screens even more, where we just like have permanent movies playing in our eyes. Could happen. This is like a Black Mirror episode almost. I don't know if it can happen though. I think there's something magical. There's like a magical spark of creativity that's like shared trauma. And like, I don't know if a computer will ever be able to pick up on that. And, or like the things that are popular, like, there's gonna be like weird like trash music that's just like dissonant sounds. And people will love it because it's so unmarketable. Hey, thanks, Dom. Have a good one. See you next time. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you for the kind words.
After the season 2 of Ender, I'm out of Star Wars for the time being, TBH.
Yeah, I guess the closest they have to like the consistent hitmaker are these like huge franchises, but they're gonna run out of material eventually. They are already like wringing stuff dry, which is remarkable with how much comic book stuff that's been out there. And yeah, there's like weird niche stuff like, you know, comic book stuff has always been popular, but not like mainstream popular for the longest time. And then someone just flipped the switch. Yeah, what changed that, you know, got all the us normal folk into it? I don't know. Just seeing a really good movie adaptation, I guess. I've been trying to read a lot more. But, you know, having dyslexia is hard. It's pretty hard. I have to, like, I really lose focus easily. I lose my place in the book. And then if I set that
Honestly,
book
Marvel
down,
Rivals has 10
I'm
times the
going on the
respect to
computer,
comics than
or I'm
MCY
looking
ever
at my
did.
phone. I've never played Marvel Rivals, but I heard that was popping off for a little bit.
It made me like Thor of all things.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I was like, I can't get addicted to another game. But maybe I'll give it a shot. Five more minutes on the bike here, and then we'll lift some weights. Woo!
It's like hero shooter slop, but there's an ounce of artistic emerit to it that keeps me coming.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of dropped off. I feel like battle royale games kind of flared out. I guess they're still popular. They still have like a, and hero shooters, like Overwatch 2. I feel like was a huge bumble. When that one guy left, Overwatch 1, I knew it was the end.
Next big thing is extraction shooters.
Yeah. Like Helldivers. I still never played Helldivers 2. But I played Helldivers 1. I think it's completely different though, but might be worth checking out. Oh, I saw Good Old Games just posted that they released Breath of Fire 4. I'm a big fan of JRPGs, but man, they take so much time, and you have to have a guide if you want anything good by end game. Some of those secrets in like Final Fantasy are so obscure, and like what bullshit that's like. You miss clicking on this one pixel and a cutscene, a one-way cutscene that normal people just run by, and you miss out on your ultimate weapon for one of your characters. How cruel. How cruel, Square. I appreciate time-sensitive stuff, but that shit's ridiculous. I lose out to it because I didn't buy the Prima guide. I appreciate if it's like set up. I don't know if
Isn't
an
Breath
RPG...
of Fire was made because in the 90s Japanese companies had to had a JRPG.
Oh, yeah. I guess you don't want all your characters having the
And
ultimate
Capcom
weapons.
did.
Because then they're just rolling through the game. Easy peasy squeezy. You kind of want it to be hard. And you kind of want them to replay. So... Oh, that's interesting, Bulk. Yeah. Again, it's proving that companies don't know what people want. And then something becomes a hit and they go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm glad we did that. Glad we slapped our name on that. And then they disincentivize you by like, all right, thank you. I'm going to take that all. And they're like, what? You didn't even want it. And they're like, nope, I wanted it. I wanted something successful. And you proved me wrong. Thank you for doing that. You get your good I told you so's, and I get all the money. I get all the money. Thanks, Capcom. Yeah, I'm not going to make another amazing title for you. I feel like, yeah, a lot of people getting salty.
That's why there's only
good.
one real game around.
Uh-oh, what? Yeah, what is this?
And it's Slay the Spire.
Okay, yeah. Slay the Spire, I rage uninstalled. I got really, really far in the run, and I died on like a last turn. If I had one more turn, I would have defeated like the secret end boss and unlocked a bunch of stuff. And I died because of a bad RNG. And I was like, okay, I'm never playing this again. You soak in so many hours You used to get such a good run. That's my problem with these like roguelike, deck builders and Balatro 2. I'll rage and uninstall a bunch of times. Yeah, I want that thing where it's like I can skill up and I don't know. Where victories feel earned and not just because of random chance. I mean, Balatro has some of that, but a lot of it too is like, I was watching speedruns of Balatro, and a lot of these people like have to start over a couple times. I'm like, a speedrunner has to like start the game over several times. I'm like, this game is rigged. I can't watch workout with music. Without music, okay. Panama, burn, Panama. That's all I got. Sorry. All right, lifting weights here. 30 minutes on cardio, 30 minutes lifting weights. I was playing music. Someone suggested that. I was like, that's not a bad idea. I could put some music on the speaker. And then I got an immediate, DMCA takedown. I made sure to find royalty-free music, safe for streaming. And, I signed up for an account with the site. And they were like, yep, this is royalty safe. But they also have a guide that's like, if you do get taken down, it's like, what? It's like all these automated systems just auto take down. They're like, if you do get taken down, do this. And then, I tried to do that, and the takedown notice was there for 3 weeks. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this again. I'm not going through this horse shit. I was like, I'm just not going to listen to music anymore. Oh, it's so annoying. The music industry is the worst when it comes to copyright enforcement. Anyway, let's lift some weights. So that's the reason there's mountain music. Sorry, blame the music industry. And I'm not big enough where I have a channel network.
MR_seeker said, what enforcement?
Two. Copyright enforcement for
Bulk Hogan official said, you can have live music though.
3. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I had a friend who had a band on their show, and they were just playing one of their tracks live, and they got a takedown notice from it. Even though the lead singer, the whole band was on the show. So stupid. 4. 5. That was early COVID though.
Like in SDGQ they did Crazy Taxi with a live band doing Oast.
6. Oh, that's pretty good. 7.
MR_seeker said, because the band is copyrighted.
8. 9. Hey, thanks for the gifts. 9. 10. 10, squeezing at the top. 11. 11. 12. 12. Woo! All right, triceps here. Hey, thank
Bulk
you, Art.
Hogan
Thank you
official
for the
said,
roses there.
you guys heard that the
Thank you
band
very
Kiss
much.
was sold? Like the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kiss was already selling out hardcore. That does not surprise me whatsoever, Bulk Hogan.
MR_seeker said,
Sorry for the belly.
I bet you can get a copyright strike for making your own music and then streaming it online.
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I think someone's done an experiment like that where they
Bulk Hogan official said, Vinny got a strike for playing Red Vox, he's in it.
Yeah, I think someone made a little sound or something that's similar to a song, and then
MR_seeker said, all you need to do is build a barrel organ, record it,
Yeah.
copyright it, and then stream it online.
I can't remember who did this, but there was like a YouTuber that was like trying to game the copyright system, and it worked. They like got like the automated system. They like made a network, a phony like music network or whatever. Like they didn't reveal how they did that because that was like.
And when you counterclaim, they still think it's a viable strike.
Yeah, that's so frustrating that you can really abuse the system. And then I think people like upload stuff that hasn't been like uploaded yet, and then even though they're not the rightful owner, they'll copyright strike and somehow get the they won't get the money, I don't think, but they'll get the takedown. So they'll be able to like just take down a video because of something just absolutely false. It's not even in the video, but they claim it. And I don't know. Then it gets tied up for a while, and then there's the back and forth, and the damage is already done. So it's just like, maybe it's gotten a little bit better because I haven't heard that in a while. But
Trick is to make it similar to a jingle.
yeah, there you go. All right, do some lateral raises, and then we'll do more sumo stomps. I'm trying to do 50 a day. I've been on a good streak, so have I been noticing results? Maybe my balance is better. I don't know. What's a good balance check? 3, just standing on one leg. Maybe I'll try that. 4.
Waiting for the moment you can copyright voices.
6. 7. I don't know if that'll ever be the case. 8. I wonder if there's a lot of voice doppelgangers. 9. 10. 11. 12. Me and my younger brother and my older brother, we have like a weird speaking cadence that like
Volkswagen official said, didn't they copyrighted AI generated content?
Oh boy.
That's stupid.
In real life, me and my brothers sound completely different, but on the phone, with a little bit of compression, we sound like almost identical.
MR_seeker said, I had Mozart being copyright striked because it sounded similar to an orchestra playing it.
Oh my god. So silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo. All right, sumo stomps. Get right into it.
So yes, you get copyright strike for playing, not for the original piece of work.
Yeah, interesting. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Who's your brother? XQC? No? Yeah. Do we look alike, I guess? I don't know. 4. Oh, shit. 5. I can't tell if my balance is worse because of my, I'm sore. 5. 6. 7. I gotta make like a fart compilation where I'm doing sumo stomps and shooting out massive farts. 8. 9. 10. 11. Whew. I thought you was Ray, rip 1. Yeah, there we go. 12.
Go TDS. 32, 24,
18,
13,
19,
193,
20, 21. Thank you, Mr. Seeker. 22, 23. Woo. Oh, it's like hurts weird parts of my legs.
32,
23. I think I was counting 23 twice. 24. 25. Woo! All right, that's end of round one. Oh, shit. Let's see. Where are we at? 150. Heart rate up to 150.
26,
Moderate intensity. Oh, why do those suck so much? Because it's like working out like the hip flexors, which I never get. Like, I do squats a lot. So I'm like, oh yeah, my legs are pretty strong, but like, you know, getting that like side and then getting the balance. Man, you're just working out different parts of your legs. I think a good sign that I'm doing those is helping though. Yeah. I'll let you know next time I go to sumo if it helped out a lot doing these every day. Because I feel like a lot of sports, they like tell you like do this every day and it'll help you. And then most people never do that. They're like, do it every day. What do you think I am? A professional athlete? But then, yeah, hopefully. All right. Round two. Here we go. Oh my God. It's extra hot in here. I have the AC turned off. And it's only 52 degrees outside, but it is boiling in here. It's like a hot sauna. All right. One, 2, 2, 3. Squeeze at the top. 3. Slow down. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11. I'm starting to swing. Come on. 12. 12. You know, try as I might to max out these 20s, I still get like a good burn going on them. Even though I do them every day, you think I'd, I don't know. But they're still making me put in the work. So, and man, I've had these weights, I've had these 20-pound ones for like 15 years. And they look just as worn as the day I bought them. Sorry for the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, I see people get the not plastic ones, but the like the rubberized ones, so you could throw them or whatever and drop them and not be worried about fucking up your floor. But I worry those like break down. Like I think I'll always go with like the steel, like just the ones that look like this, because man, you can't. That's like generational quality. I feel like I could pass these weights down to my kids, and they'd be good for another 100 years, or as long as you keep the rust off them. All right, lateral raises, then 25 more sumo squats. Here we go. One, two. Meanwhile, for this kettlebell, this shit's like all plastic and beads and stuff. This shit's breaking down. I don't even know if this will make it in my lifetime. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to grow a mustache because this is the most annoying place to shave. 8, 9, 10. I have a feeling it's going to make me look like a real big dork though, but we'll try it out. My laziness is curious. 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, switch arms. Whew. Holy shit. You need some real weights. Yes, I do need to go up. Thank you, my TRT journey. 2, 3. Good morning, good morning. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, good to see you more. Well, Hassan, good morning. 10, 11, 12. Here you go, my TRT journey. You know, I'm getting something. I definitely need to I could go up, but you know, we're making good progress. There's some definition there. Building up this, you know. Look at that. That's progress. You can't knock my progress. You know, first stream you're watching. I'm day 113, 112. Can't remember exactly. But I'm going from a big pile of potatoes to something more sculpt. So, you know, my progress could be faster. I could be lifting heavier. But at my own pace. We're getting there. We're getting there. I do need to buy some heavier weights, though. These 20s are definitely getting maxed out. All right. Here we go. Sumo squats. 25. Proud of you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Sticking with it. Staying consistent. That is the biggest challenge for me right now. And, you know, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. 113 days. That ain't nothing to shake a stick at it. Thank you, TRT Journey. Hey, if you got any recommendations, give me some advice. You know, going up in weights. Yes, I need to do that. I'm using what I got. So, but yeah, buying new weights. And these guys are expensive, but it makes sense because they're like just never. I'm always on the hunt for like Facebook Marketplace. I'm just waiting for some old fitness guy to die, and his wife or cousin or whatever next of kin doesn't know what they're worth, and just slaps them up. Oh yeah, I completely understand Hassan. I got some moobs, some man boobies that I'm like, oh man, I don't want to get plastic surgery, but I kind of do, just to suck out the A cup, B cup that I currently am sporting. But you know what? I'm doing it the healthy way. I don't have that money. I don't have crazy plastic surgery money. So, you know, I gotta do it the way I can, which is working out every day. Okay, here we go. Sumo squats, 25. 1, 2, 3. I know the struggle though, Hassan. 4. 5. I have no money. Thanks for the motivation. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the same boat, I think. Yeah. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. Woo-wee! That's some good work and all, but you have to eat healthy and lower calories if you want progress. Yeah. Yep. I'm sorry, but this movement is doing nothing. I'm doing sumo, and, you know, my sumo instructor told me to do those, so I disagree. But, you know, it might not be something you work on, but. So thanks, Cam. Appreciate it, but, you know, you don't know what I'm going after. There's many different exercises to do many different things. I'm working on, like, hip flexors and leg, different parts of my leg that are good for sumo. There's a reason they're called sumo stomps, you know. So, and I'm doing sumo, which is a very weird niche thing, but, you know. Yeah, calorie deficit is a huge thing. You know, I've been doing too. I mean, do you think I'm not progressing? I'm trending downward. I've been losing weight this whole time. So I appreciate the advice, but come on. You know, if this is the first video you're watching, you got no idea. Yes, working out is one part of the equation. Keeping a calorie deficit is the other. And sometimes I struggle in a week or whatever, but in terms of a month, I've been going down consistently. We're into April now. I've been trending downward every month. So, you know, thank you. Thanks for the advice, and we'll keep going. Remember, progressive overload, and you can make lightweight feel like more by either doing more reps or going slower. Hey, that's good advice. Yeah, I've heard that before, and yeah. I think I did a stream where, like, I was like, okay, let's max out. Let's see how many reps with the 20 I could do. I think I, like, got up to 100 or something. And I was like, I guess I just want to put these down now because I feel like, yeah, I've definitely way maxed them out. Anyway. All right. I think we're good there. Yeah, we'll call it. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Yeah, my goal this weekend is buy heavier weights. I want to get some 35s. I feel like even if I just buy one of them, you know, I want to buy a pair. But you know, if they're really expensive, which I think they're going to be. I think it's going to be like $70 for. We'll see. And you know, Monday I'll be back at it with some heavier weights. It's gonna suck, but you know that is the way to get up. You know, if we want to make progress, you got to go up. I'm you know, it was a fun bit at first to use what I got, but I think we're hitting a wall. So, yeah, here we go. I was over 350. I don't work out, but I dropped 70 pounds by portioning food. Okay, there you go. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, food has been a big challenge for me. But, you know, the one thing that really helped me was like keeping a food log. And you know, you hear that. And if you've never kept a food log before, you're like, that's stupid. I just like know what I eat. But then you food log and you're like, wow, this is that many calories. I'm like going over and I'm only in my like second meal of the day or whatever. Like, yeah, I've been and then you snack on things too, and you're like, wow, snacking adds like another 400 calories. That sends me way over every day. So, you know, it's good. And as soon as you stop logging your food, you immediately fill it with secret treats and stuff that you're like, why am I going up again? Anyway, yeah, that is good advice. I got to get back to that routine. You know, when I first started this, I was really unhappy being 287. And yeah, now we're in the 260s. So, okay. I'm out for the day. I got to get to work. Thank you for watching, and have a good weekend. I work out every morning, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I have a Twitch and a YouTube, Aipd. If you want to watch with this high fidelity audio, I have to record on my phone for TikTok for some reason. But yeah, follow the progress. Hey, thank you for the follow, and have a good weekend. See you Monday. Here we go. Sweat check. Proof it's not all CGI. All right. Have a good one. All right. See you, Mr. Seeker. See you, Bulk. See you, TRT Journey. See you, Hassan. Have a good weekend. And hopefully see you next week. Peace.